I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. So a while ago, we talked about the knots bringing nothing to reality TV's unfollowing Mel's baby mama. And I'll try to link that video in the description box down below. But a lot of us speculated that if they did fall out, it was because Mel's baby mama tried to expose Marsau and or Maurice of something that they did in the past. And well, it looks like Love and Marriage Huntsville on network just dropped a clip of Marsau and Mel's baby mama arguing. And in the midst of this argument, it looks like Mel's baby mama said that Marsau slept with, or his homegirl slept with Marsau. And I think he said Crystal, or he slept with my homegirl Crystal, or he slept with my homegirl Kirsten, or he slept with my homegirl something with the C, with the K. Of course, they blurred it out. Of course, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the clip that I can show. And of course, Letitia sat there looking linebackerish and clueless. And of course, probably going to stick with her man. But obviously, Martel could be lying because he's a lying ass hoe. And I'm really conflicted because the knots never giving anything to reality TV are never transparent about anything. So if this was true, it's not like they would be forthcoming about the situation. We've seen Letitia literally sit on the TV screen for a plethora of seasons and said she never had issues with infidelity. And then in season 6, she then sitting up on a reunion stage talking about, oh, there was a text message. Like, can you define infidelity, ho? And we know, although you have an NBA, you've proven to not be able to spell, but at least you should be able to comprehend the difference amongst the two. So I don't want you guys to get this misconstrued with Marsau holding Mel's baby mama accountable, because it doesn't look like he's going to be holding him accountable for anything, because that's ultimately a lot of our issues with the cast. The fact that they don't hold her baby mama accountable for his ill behaviors, and in fact they encourage him, so much so we believe that they do this because he has something on them, and it's looking like he's ready to reveal it. But then again, like we've said, Martel is a lying ass hoe. But like I said again, the snots, they are really liars. So we don't know who to believe at this point. And we don't know how they came to have this conversation, other than the fact that it looks like Mel's baby mama doesn't like the fact that Marsau may have said something about him in an interview. And again, this is the issue. It seems like everybody is scared of Mel's baby mama. It seems like Mel's baby mama can say and do whatever he wants to any and everybody. And if anybody make one small comment on the situation that he disapprove of, he gets to acting out and being irrational, and nobody ever holds him accountable. And I want to see if they're going to try to hold him accountable now that it's happening to Marsau versus holding him accountable when it was actually happening to Mel. And again, this is another example of Mel's baby mama being absolutely dangerous, a complete liability to not only Melody in production, but the other castmates as well, or the cast extras. This is him again acting out because he don't like what somebody's opinion of him is. And I think that is very telling, and it shows that he actually needs a psych evaluation like he was ordered or court ordered. And when we take a look at this clip, which I'm going to show you guys twice in this video, one time I'm going to show you guys full throttle, and then the next time we're going to dissect it. I want you guys to pay attention to Dusty Dan, and also pay attention to this picture. You can see Lance which is Neil Fletcher's son in the background. So again, I don't know what event this was, but this was some cast event. But you're gonna also see Dusty Dan getting involved and getting in the middle of men in their issues, and she does this a lot when it comes to Mill's baby mama, and it's starting to look real iffy because she's always feeling the need to protect him, which is another reflection of how masculine she is and how overly involved she has always been when it comes to Mill's baby mama. Because why are you jumping into an altercation with two men, one the husband of someone else, and we don't even see Thick Tongue anywhere when it comes to that frame, and then involving Mill's baby mama. At the end of the day, be a fucking woman. At that point, these two men, you know, hands were up in the air, they were clearly having some type of disagreement. Back the fuck off. That's not for you, a woman, to be in the middle of. But again, Dusty Den is always operating in her masculine, and pay attention to Letitia, like I said, sitting in her masculine like she always is, as we seen her when they had that scene for Neil's birthday and they were at the club and she was sitting down having a conversation with her elbows on her knees and her legs wide open. Like, ma'am, be a fucking lady.
Interview out here saying, I'm like, why would this dude even fix his mouth to say something about my charge? So what's the problem with you then?
Every time he opens his mouth to say something about Marsau, he gonna be talking about Martel.
I never say
Marcel's
about
gonna tell
you
about what Marsau knows about Martel. I'm telling you right now, I don't have no respect for you.
Okay, you a bitch ass. It's like dude code, and it's like bitches that we together. I'm not saying nothing about it.
Oh, we've never
You
been together.
Where the pictures at, Martel? Let me see.
Cheers to my boy. Go ahead and say your shit, and I'm gonna shake my
big fella. Keep going, big fella.
I'm done. I'm done. Hold on.
Interview out here saying, I'm like,
and at this point, I'm wondering which interview Marsau did that has Mill's erratic baby mama going out of control, because it couldn't have been that bad because we don't remember it.
why would this dude even fix his mouth to say something about my charge? So
Because you're on a reality TV show, ho. People are going to have thoughts and opinions of you. He is your cast extra. If he does an interview, people are going to ask him questions about the shit that you got going on, as they would with him and anyone else. And it's crazy to me how this is another example of how you cannot stroke a narcissist's ego. And in my opinion, Martel is a narc, and you cannot have an opinion of a narc that doesn't align with the image that they want to present. In one breath, Marsau is always kissing Mill's baby mama ass because, in my opinion, he's scared of him for whatever reason or another. Because black men, good, decent black men, or good, decent men in general, shouldn't be okay with a man like Mill's baby mama treating their ex-wife the way that he has, considering he caused and created everything within his marriage. Realistically, y'all know what's up. But it's the fact that Marsau was using his tits to jack Martel's ego and commented free Martel, and Melody had an issue with that, which in my opinion rightfully so, because this is a serious matter which we've seen him demonstrate over a plethora of seasons. Yet here is Martel physically trying to have a backing forth with him, or seeming very aggressive with Marsau, calling him a BAN and everything behind him making comments about him, when the crazy part about it is he literally posted free Martel on the internet. So Martel being upset with Marsau shows his delusion and the fact that you cannot coddle a narcissist. They expect you to always stroke their egos and jack them off. You can never hold them accountable, and anybody that cannot be held accountable is literally a liability. And here's a clear example. No matter how many times they've stroking his ego, manipulated the situation, and made Mel the victim, who was truly a victim of Martel and his nonsense. They made her out to be the bad guy, a villain, the person in the wrong. They made it seem like she had a equal hand in the things that was going on with her and Martel, when we all know that nothing that he did, she deserved that, and nothing she did within the marriage warranted the behaviors that he was showcasing when it came to her. So the fact that, in my opinion, they so evilly played in that whatever from the situation that they wanted to get from the situation, whether that was get back at Mel for making their wives look pathetic and foolish, or whether that was get back at Mel for trying to aspire their wives and wake them up to the things that they may or may not have been doing with her cheating ass ex-husband. It doesn't matter. It seemed like there was an agenda against Mel when there is clearly a psychopath, in my opinion, on their cast who they are continuing to coddle. But again, it's all going to backfire because, look, as soon as you express an opinion that they don't like, they start showing out.
So what's the problem with you then?
Every time he opens his mouth to say something about Marsau, he gonna be talking about Martel.
Like, oh my gosh, pause. Look at Thick Tongue Masculina. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, why does Letitia look like that? She is so aggressive. And people don't believe me when I tell y'all about her passive and microaggression. Just look at her. Like, what are you angry for? You know your man be cheating on you. You knew he cheated on you. You know what it is. So stop trying to act like you don't know what's what. Letitia needs to really tighten up. What is this? I am just so perplexed.
You never say
Marcel's gonna tell about what Marsau knows about Martel. I'm telling you right now, I don't have no respect for you.
Okay, you a bitch ass.
Do y'all remember that one episode where Stormy called Marsau a B and then he said, well, I'm going to talk to Courtney like this because if a man calls me a B, then I'm going to feel like this. Well, look, Marsau, Martel just called you a BAN and you didn't do anything about it, or you don't look like you're going to do anything about it. Marsau continuously let Martel disrespect him. And like I said, I'm starting to think that he is scared of him because rather y'all are filming a show or not, at some point you need to establish some boundaries. But y'all have to really ask yourself, how is it that this man can sit on this platform and call him a BAN and then continuously accuse him of cheating on his wife? And the diabolical people are the fan base that has continuously tried to raise awareness to Martel's erratic behaviors. You can't make this shit up. It's literally fucking laughable. But this is what I mean by time reveals all. You don't have to fake it. We don't have to lie on them like they try to make it seem. We don't fucking lie on y'all. We speak what we see. We tell our thoughts and opinions based on the actions that y'all display on television and on social media. Everything that I feel like I've called out about these people characters have been spot on period.com. And I don't know any of these people, and I'm just basing this on what they show us on the TV show. They literally used Mel as a pawn in this game, in my opinion, all because they were mad at the fact that she was revealing the facade that they were trying to portray. They were trying to portray themselves to be good husbands, good businessmen. We clearly know they aren't good husbands. The cancer hunter literally expects his wife that's battling cancer to suffer through it with him, okay? And he is the one that everybody was convinced was the most appropriate husband out of the three, which I knew from the start was not the truth. It seemed like Letitia and Mel had a good, thriving relationship until Mel tried to reveal to her that her husband and her ex-husband were a little too friendly when Mel's baby mama was cheating on her. And in my opinion, that is another woman trying to uplift a woman. But you male identify weird, dusty brain ass bitches would literally resonate that with a woman trying to tear down another marriage. And how the fuck am I trying to tear down your marriage if I'm not literally intervening myself in your marriage? I pulled you to a side when I found out my husband was cheating on me to let you know that he was cheating on me on this night and your husband was with him. If anything, that's trying to put somebody up on game. But so many of you think that Letitia could say or denounce what Mel was telling her and then joke and laugh about the demise of Mel's marriage behind her back, and a bitch supposed to be her friend and invite her around. And on top of that, none of them reached out out to this woman knowing she was going through a divorce. Why? Because they don't resonate with that. They are suffered through it as hoes. And the fact that Mel was choosing to leave a man that they deemed to be better than their husbands, they couldn't fathom to have her back. And to make matters worse, when she didn't get on her hands and knees and bow down to their foolishness, they literally tried to paint her out to be the issue within this marriage. Even Letitia saying last year when they went to Texas, oh, but he's saying that she cheated on him first. You fucking hoe. You know that's not the truth. But again, they continue to stroke his ego until it bites them in the ass. So as Letitia sat up there in Texas trying to convince people that Martell might be telling the truth about Mel cheating on him first, which is the reason why he cheated on her, as you try, it's so crazy how everything falls in full circle. Because now look at you, looking shitty faced as fuck, because the whole reason that you said you had an issue with Mel was because she was trying to ruin my marriage. And it's crazy because you tried to attach the fact that Martell said that your husband was sleeping with 20 women to Melody. And now here Martell is again dropping a name at this point. So I wonder if it's going to be Mel that's trying to attack your marriage still, or if you can finally see that the person that has always been trying to attack your marriage has literally been the person that you have tried to use to malign the person that have put y'all on the platform to be in a position that y'all are in today.
Like, dude, cold, and it's like, bitches that we together. I'm not saying nothing about it.
Oh, we've never been together.
Where the pictures at, Martel? Let me see.
She's the my boy.
Martel!
Go ahead and say your shit. I'm gonna
Keep going, big fella. Keep going, big fella.
I'm done. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.